Good morning everybody and welcome to Walt Disney Studios here at Disneyland Paris. I'm really looking forward to this park. Again, it's my first time here. It's not going to be a full day because they've got a lot of construction going on. You've got Frozen coming next year, then it's going to be renamed to Disney Adventure World. You've got Lion King coming at some point in the Flume ride. Like sort of basically a Lion King version of Splash Mountain, so I really look forward to that. A lot of good things coming in the future. A lot of people say this is the worst Disney park in the world, but I'm hoping with these new additions it'll elevate it. But yeah, I'm going to try all the attractions for myself. You've got Terra, RC Race, Crush It. You've got some other cars that have basically Walt Disney Pixar and Toon Studio basically in one area, and you've got Production Courtyard, and you've got here I've got a few shows, but I'm probably only going to see Together because that looks like the major show here. And one of them is not running at the moment. I can't remember which one, but yeah, I really look forward to checking this park out. Not going to be a full day, so I'm probably going to pop over to the main Castle Park. Now a few rides are my favourites, and then see the fireworks, which I didn't manage to see on my first day there. So yeah, I really look forward to today. As well as it being my 31st birthday. I don't normally celebrate my birthday at a park. I don't normally make a big fuss, but I might as well mention it. Maybe the first time at a theme park on my birthday ever. I can't really remember back in the past, but yeah, 2 theme parks on my birthday. Can't be bad, can it? Whatever park it is. And here we are, into the park, about 25 minutes past 8 in the morning. You've got early ride time. You've got an hour, it's a lot of time to get a lot done. I did a lot in the main park yesterday, so I look forward to this. Crush's Coaster is probably the first thing I'm going to go to. And it's the same with everyone, really. Although some probably will go to Tower of Terror. There's a lot of renovation, a lot of construction going on in this park, like I mentioned in the intro, but it is what it is. You've got a lot coming in the future, so I look forward to this one. I think that might have been the entrance before. I don't know too much. You know what? I think you normally walk through there, but they're guiding us around this area, like a temporary route. Yeah, you've got Avengers here, obviously you've got Tower of Terror, but I'm going to go over to the Worlds of Pixar in the Toon Studio area. It used to just be Toon Studios, but they segregated it off into a couple of areas. So over to the Pixar area first, do the standard thing that everyone does, get Crush's Coaster done. I'll try and take you on with a GoPro. I don't know how strict they are with this ride, but I've got it just in case. So yeah, here's Tower of Terror in the background. The park basically stops behind that, which is kind of strange, but the park's going to be huge starting next year, and it's going to be very popular. I can see this getting a lot more popular than it is already, so yeah, look at that. It's a shame about the construction walls, but you have to put up with it really, it's fine. Yeah, Avengers is off to the left, Avengers Campus. We've got Flight Force down there and Web Adventure, then Crush's Coaster down here to the right, and I think that's where everyone's going at the moment, so I'm hoping this single ride is open. That might even be the way to the Tower of Terror, but out to the right, I'm not sure. No, it's to the left. I see a sign down here. They're very nice in the park to give you directions. A couple of people have gone that way, but I just want to get the credit start. So yeah, let's go over to the Worlds of Pixar and Crush's Coaster. Nice info board there. And here we are already. It didn't take long to get over here. It's a massive show building. It's like a studio. It's obviously like a studio, isn't it? I get it. Single rider isn't open at the moment. I did just see someone try and go over there, but yeah, it's alright. Yeah, it's not going to be long. Probably about 10 minutes the maximum, I reckon, to get on. Yeah, it's worth walking a bit quick. You don't have to rush, but a lot of people are going down the other side of the area as well. So not everyone rushed to Crush's Coaster, but yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's the flying carpet ride. It's not actually called Aladdin, which is surprising. Can't remember the exact name, but yeah, massive show building. Apparently it's an extended layout of the Mara spinner, so I look forward to it. I wonder if there's any trick track elements. No idea. There's a lot of carpet, but we've just walked straight through it, so I don't mind that really. It's when you stopped quite a lot. It's annoying, but yeah, it is what it is. We're near the actual show building. I don't know how much is inside, so we'll see.
C'est bon, vous êtes prêts les surfeurs et les surfeuses? C'est parti!
Here we are inside the show building. It's absolutely fantastic. And this time I don't actually mind the ceiling being exposed. It's supposed to be a studio, isn't it? The exterior of the building is like that. So I can look past that a little bit, but yeah, I love the colours, love the lighting, love the theming. It's like a seaside town, isn't it? I love it. I think it's the EAC, the Eastern Australian Current. They're going to be travelling along with Crush. I think he's on his back. I think that's the whole point of the story, but yeah, there's the station just over there. You might be able to see the cars. Yeah, this is a Mara spinner. Yeah, I've done a few Mara spinners, so they're really fun actually. I think my favourite is Dragon Fury at Chessington. So hopefully this matches up to it. This station's absolutely amazing. Look at the trains. The trains are absolutely awesome, or the cars, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, the operations are really good, and apparently it's a continuous loading station, although that one stopped there, so I'm not too sure, but yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it's great. You got the oink 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 sound effect. It's really nice. The Angel's Cove over there. Whale watching. Yeah, they're at the top there. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I love the continuous moving station. It improves the operations a lot. Love that. That was very disappointing, that was. I like the idea of the theme, it's very jolly, the characters in the ice, the station's brilliant. That's probably the favourite part, along with the actual coaster experience, but the theming in the show building, it's just a lot of dark, isn't it? You get a little bit of light here and there, but I just wish there was more going on. You could have some more effects going down the side of the show building. Yeah, it's so disappointing, there's so much potential that ride has. You hear so much about it here, like it's so popular, like even now to my side there's so many people going into the queue, like Tower is probably going to be a walk-on, so yeah, that's probably going to be the only go I have on it, sorry, other than Singer Rider. That is open actually, I opened just as I got in the queue, so bad luck, but yeah, not a great start to the day, but hopefully I have another ride later. I probably won't change my opinion on it, but yeah, over to, I think maybe Tower next, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that's very disappointing. I expected more, but it is what it is. This show building is actually really massive. It looks really good, this facade does. And this is a really good start to the ride, but yeah, the operation is fantastic as you can see, but yeah, after that there's not much going on. You got a little bit of theming, a bit more going on in terms of showrooms as you go up the lift in there, but then after you get into the main show building behind it, not too much. Yeah, so basically the first quarter of the ride is basically a dark ride. Yeah, very disappointing. I've actually changed my mind. I'm actually going to Remy's Ratatouille adventure. Totally forgot that I was down here. It's at the other end of Worlds of Pixar. But one thing I've just noticed, I've just tried to take 2 pictures, or a couple of pictures and a couple of clips of that outdoor section. And the staff are very moody in terms of getting you out of the way. I wasn't in anyone's way. I was just at the start of the, I think you see the access or whatever it is, path. And I just wanted to take a picture. I was in no one's way, people can get past me, and yeah, it's quite loud at the moment past Toy Story, but yeah, it's a bit disappointing. They could be a bit more friendly, but it's not a good start really. But I did hear bad things about this park. Normally cast members are good at other parks, and they were at the main park, so yeah, I wasn't in anyone's way. I just wanted to get a picture. That's the whole point, you take pictures. There's not many picture opportunities around that park. There's a massive fence in a way. People could get past if they really needed to. But yeah, not great, but hopefully this is better. I've obviously done the one at Epcot, if you've seen that vlog. That's a really good ride. It's not amazing, but yeah, I think this is the first one. If I'm right, this is the first out of the 2. This has a Singer Rider, and the main entrance is 20 minutes, so yeah. This is open from 8:30 as well. So I think Singer Rider is open. It's got a time on it, I can see 5 minutes. RC races down there. Bit of a sudden sudden drop off from the French theme, isn't it? I always look for good transitions. It's a bit weird going from Crushers into Toy Story very quickly, then into the France area here by Ratatouille. But yeah, let's have a go on Ratatouille's Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Sorry, my bad wording. Early in the morning, cold. Yeah, hopefully it's a bit different from the Epcot version, but we'll see. Probably going to miss a little theme in here, but I'd rather get on quite quickly and maybe get another go later on in the main queue if I have to. Yeah, it's fairly similar actually. I noticed that starting in the main queue over at Epcot. Yeah, walking alongside the main queue. It's only 20 minutes, so shouldn't be too long, even if I waited in the main queue. Singer Rider here, we cut in about 5 minutes. Very similar station here, but I think this might be a smaller one. Not entirely sure. I'd have to go and look back on my footage from Epcot, but yeah, got that great Trackly Star Ride system. Yeah, look forward to this. Oh, they're very cute, aren't they, the rock vehicles?
Oh, here's they are, des invités pour le dîner.
Yes, but what here? Hein? Pour le repas idéal? En commun? Non. A simple omelet? Too simple.
Voilà.
Mais oui, that's it!
The food is for them, not you. Cette nourriture est pour nos invités. way. Maître Blanco, dépêchez-vous, par ici. Go, go.
On enlève maintenant.
Oui, ma chérie.
Hey, thanks for coming, everyone. Vous serez toujours les bienvenus, cher ami.
I have very similar thoughts to the version over in Epcot. There's a lot of screens on that were on. I mean, the story's good. I really like the story, and there are some big set pieces, but yeah, it doesn't do this area justice because look, these buildings are great, and it's got nice music. It looks lovely. The architecture's fantastic here, but that ride is just a bit disappointing. It's not a great start, is it? I was a bit disappointed with the one in Epcot. It's not a horrible ride. Don't get me wrong. I'll probably ride it again. But I'm expecting something more grand, and I kind of should have known that coming into this version, knowing that the Epcot version wasn't that great. But yeah, that seems the station seemed a bit smaller. I mentioned that just before I got on board. I'm not so sure if it is or not. I can't really remember, but yeah, it's an okay ride, pretty solid. It's not out of this world. It's not spectacular. I really wanted something more with that, but the trackless dark ride system is absolutely amazing. Whatever ride I've been on with that, it's just nice and smooth, isn't it? It could do all sorts of things. You could do dancing scenes like you have on Mickey and Minnie's. I think Mickey and Minnie's is probably my favourite trackless dark ride, apart from Rise of the Resistance. Sorry, that's my number one. No, that's not my number one. Sorry, Beauty and the Beast at Tokyo Disneyland. I keep getting my dark rides mixed up. Yeah, that's my favourite. Then you got Rise of the Resistance. This is somewhere near the bottom, but you shouldn't really be ranking them really. But yeah, great music and great theming around here. But yeah, it's mainly screen-based. Remy's is with a few big set-piece rooms that you go through very quickly and don't spend much time in. So yeah, and I wish the ride vehicles moved a bit more than they usually do, like up and down, side to side. Beauty and the Beast does it over in Tokyo, so yeah. Obviously, race is not open for 8:30. I've got about 20 minutes until the main crowd comes in, so I'm going to make my way over to, I think, Tower of Terror, like I was originally going to do, before I make my way around the rest of the park. There's not too much to do. There's single ride most of the ride, including RC Racer, so yeah, let's go. Making our way into production courtyard now. There's the Together show on over there in the theatre. I don't know what the theatre's called, but it's quite open, isn't it? Quite sunny. You can probably hear that soundtrack in the background. Quite recognisable. Yeah, Avengers Campus is down there. Look forward to going in there. I heard not so many good things about the rides in there, but we'll see. I've done web slingers over in Anaheim, so I wonder if on the web ride over there is similar or better in any way. There's Tower of Terror. I like that they've kept the original, or their original version, haven't converted it. I do like the Guardians version over at California Adventure, but it's nice to see the original style. Yeah, really nice. It's a massive tower, isn't it? It's so unique. It's so in your face, isn't it? You can recognise it a mile away, and I love that. But let's get on board, shall we? They are strict with on-ride filming. They didn't actually allow me to film on crushes. You were missing out much, but yeah. A lot stricter than they are other Disney parks, but yeah, let's get on board, shall we? There is a single rider, but we might not need it. I'm not sure where the single rider is. It wasn't out the front. You got the premier access on the main entry signs, but yeah, I can't find the single rider. And yeah, it's 20 minutes at the moment. You got all of this to wait through, but it looks like it's moving. So yeah, some great theming already. Yeah, we'll get inside and see what they got in there, shall we? that was possibly my favourite Tower of Terror. The drop sequence on that is so long. I didn't expect a cycle that good. It's really good. You have some great hologram effects. I think it's hologram with the girl, all the lighting, lightning, etc. I absolutely love it. And that traditional theme tune. It's very sunny at the moment. You probably can't see my face, but yeah, absolutely amazing. Couldn't film on ride. Like I said, they're very strict with on-ride film. But yeah, behind me. It's the queue behind me somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but really good. Love that. The drop sequence is so much fun. Just when you think it's over, you lift it back up again and you drop. And I love the traditional window opening when you get outside to the park. And then you can see a bit of Frozen that's been built. It's not the greatest bit at the moment, but once that's built, it's going to be epic. I just love the thrill of that. It's so much more fun than the rest of them I've experienced, even the one at Hollywood Studios. This one doesn't have as much walking between the initial showroom to the service elevators, but yeah, it's alright. They're all different in their own way, and yeah, it's a shame you can't film on ride, but you wouldn't be able to see much in the dark anyway, except from those hologram effects. But it's so much different and so similar in the same way, if you get what I mean. Yeah, really fun. Sun's in my eyes now. Probably can't see me, but yeah, that's really fun Tower of Terror. I'm now making my way straight into Avengers Campus, right next door to the exit of Hollywood Tower of Terror. Yeah, it's very sunny. It's actually making it a little bit warmer, so it's a bit more bearable now, these cold temperatures, but I'd like if it was just a bit more warmer. Bring on this summer, eh? But yeah, Avengers Campus. You've got Spider-Man Web Adventure, which is basically web slingers, but here in Paris. Again, I don't really know about the filming on some of the rides. Some of them you can, but then they're really strict on crushes and Tower of Terror, so you got to basically find out once you get to the station. It's kind of embarrassing really sometimes when they tell you to put your camera away when you think you're allowed your camera, but everything's secure and they still don't let you on some rides. So yeah, it's like a main street sort of down here, isn't it? It's like a main street for Avengers Campus, if you can call it that. And I don't know what ride this is. Is this Web Adventure? I'm not entirely sure. Learning as I go, as usual. I do like this. Feels very modern. This has got a single rider too, so it says 35 minutes, so I'm going to use the single rider, I think. It says 5 minutes, so it should be open. Yeah, it's a bit of a dull show building here, but yeah, hopefully the theming's alright before we get on the ride. This is a very active ride in terms of your hands, so you might get a bit knackered doing this one, just like web slingers. I think we're straight on board. It's just this little corridor here. It's got a little bit of theming. I think a lot of the queue might be outside. Some say you should really check out the main queues for theming, etc. But I'm going into this not expecting it to be a World Tower ride. So if it's something like Tower of Terror, then yes, maybe, like I just did. But and then with Frozen, when it comes next year, I'll probably will do the main queues for stuff like that because they're major IPs. This is a major IP, but I've had a bad experience with web slingers, knackering myself out. So let's go with single rider to start with. Yeah, I love those little creatures. I wonder if it's exactly the same in terms of story. Like I wonder if Tom Holland makes an appearance. I hope so.
Et voici notre chef de projet, Peter Parker.
Comment ça va? Je suis Peter Parker. Ici chez Web, on a accès à une super technologie, comme le vibranium du Wakanda ou ce fluide extraterrestre dément. On a les particules de Pym et StarTech.
Non! J'active les protocoles de niveau de vie.
Salut, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Vous avez un problème d'arachide? Je vais vous aider.
Te voilà, super. Le risque à atteindre le niveau danger exponentiel. Tu as peut-être besoin d'aide. Ici j'appelle les Avengers.
Here we are. Very similar ride vehicle. It's basically the same ride. The station's a bit different. You got more of a gradual decline into the station with the other version in America. But yeah, bit of carapan there from the main queue, but the ride vehicles are just the same basically. And you need 3D glasses, so yeah, I probably won't take you on board this one because I'm going to try and interact with it this time, even though I regret it every time. Yeah, that's very similar to web slingers over in Anaheim at California Adventures, so yeah, nothing too special. I'm not very good at it. The person next to me got so much more in terms of score. I really don't know what the technique is, but I'm trying my best. But yeah, on to the next one, Avengers Assemble Flight Force. This is basically Paris' version of Rock and Roller Coaster, obviously, but themed to Avengers. So I like this show building. Yeah, wonder if the queue and rising. I'm not entirely sure, but there's no like main entrance or single rider. It's just like a main pathway down to the area. But yeah, it feels very modern. It does feel very Avengers-y. Me making that words. Yeah, I thought I'd move straight on to the next ride. No point in dwelling on the other rides. I've been on similar ones. They're nothing too special. I'm having an okay day so far, but they're two disappointments to start. Hollywood Tower is much better than Crush's and Remy's. So yeah, it's okay. I can see why it's not everyone's favourite, but the theming is great in places. I just wish some of the transitions, especially over by Crush's, were much better. Yeah, single rides open 25 minutes and the main queue is 35, so I might go for the main queue, I'm not sure yet.
Bravely decided to join you in the frigid, oxygenless vacuum of space.
Yeah, it's mainly the station I like in this show, but I just had a ride, no point in taking you on board, 'cause you're not really going to see much. The main ride, part of the ride itself, quite dark. I got like a startery scene around the building and around the show building, and then you got a couple of screens of Iron Man on. It's mainly themed around Iron Man, and you could probably have a quick glimpse of the trains that are themed to Iron Man. They look pretty cool. It wasn't that rough actually. You'd think it'd be rough, well that's alright, but it's not. It's a bit jolly here and there, but it's alright. It's mainly the station and the theme and building up to the ride itself that I like. The launch is really snappy. I really love the launch. Fantastic. Yeah. Other than that, the ride experience is a bit disappointing. You got a couple of, at least 2 versions I counted. I'm not too sure. It's a bit disorientating, really. But yeah, basically Paris's version of Rock and Roller Coaster, and even that's changing. So yeah, I do like the show bit other than the station. It only took 20 minutes to get on, but I wish there was something more on the outside, maybe some lettering somewhere. It only has to be subtle, maybe in the middle, very small, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud really. Yeah, I'm going to go and get something to eat now. I was very early, I've done all the major rides already so far, apart from RC races, so yeah, not much longer to go before we go over to Disneyland Park again. Back over at Toy Story Playland, here at World of Pixar. Oh, Worlds of Pixar, I'm sorry. Hello. That's cool, such a good figure. Yeah, let's go into the area now instead of going right to Remy's. It's a bit in your face, isn't it? It's not, you can see it from here. I wish there was a bit more blockage. Like, you could, it just doesn't fit together, does it? The areas next to each other. But that's alright. Here's RC Racer. You can't film on board this one either, so yeah. It's a bit of a unique coaster really, because you start in the middle and you go up either side. I don't know the exact model because you don't really see many. Or maybe it's in the couple. I think it's Intamin. I could be totally wrong. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I'll show you on screen what it is, or I'll correct you afterwards, or correct myself afterwards. But yeah, it looks really fun. I think it's open. I don't see many people around here. Although there is a lot of people, but compared to the rest of the park, not so much. Maybe people are scared of it, I don't know. But it's such a shame I can't take one board. Apparently they're really strict on this one. Slinky! Let's go, shall we? I wish there was a big sign for it though. That's disappointing. Let's get on board, shall we? RC Racer. And here it goes. That looks really fun, especially that backwards bit. I'm a bit confused with this one. It said RC Racer had a single rider. I mean, you just said it's 35 minutes on this queue to the left, so I presume it's not open until a certain queue time, but I like this queue here. 35 minutes isn't too long for something I've never done before. Yeah, nice and windy. It's not Cowpen, which is nice. You got the ride next door. Yeah, I can't wait to go backwards on that. That's going to be so cool. Yeah, there's a lot of winding path. There's nothing wrong with it, as long as there's something to look at. And see that transition over to Remy's over there. I mean, it looks nice. That tunnel looks nice there, but I'm not. You can see it from here. I don't want to have to see the land from here. I want it to be really immersed. But it's alright. I can't keep complaining. It's going to get boring for you all. But we'll be there eventually. I'm sorry. But I do like the theming here. Although Toy Story over at Hollywood Studios is much better in my opinion. You don't need to see much of this land to know that. But yeah, it's alright. Pretty solid. I'm sure they got plans for it in the future. Some fake petrol pumps here, nice. And then this queue brings you all to the other side of RC Race. You load on the far side. So there is single rider. So what he meant to the left was, to the left as you get to the bottom of this queue, or the end of this queue. And there's the entrance over there, and there's the sign here. So some lines you do get this, you do enter further on in the queue, which is right. I got a bit confused. It shouldn't be too long. It's 35 minutes in the main queue. I'd say half of that, maybe, on single rider. I'm just guessing. Yeah, what a view. Look at that. That's a very fun ride. It's a very, very short ride. Like, you get one maximum height there, one maximum height on the other side, and that's about it. And it does make a funny noise when he's trying to brake on the LSMs. I think it's LSMs. Yeah, very fun ride. We had about half an hour for it, so it's a bit longer than I wanted in single rider, but yeah, it's alright. I have loads of time to waste. There's the main queue in that building right there, and like I said in the clip before I got on the ride, you do stuff to the left. And a lot of people go down there in groups, but they're not allowing people in groups of 2 or more. They actually want you to be a single rider, which I love. I absolutely love. It's a great logo. Well, technically, is it a logo? It's just a massive tire, and it does say to infinity and beyond, but it's actually not that much of a kick in that much of a force or launch. You get in a slight kick, then that's about it. It's just fun getting to the top, really. Yeah. I just wish there was a massive version of it, really. That'd be really cool. Yeah, RC Race is really fun. I can't get over how much construction there is in this park. Obviously, you got all the frozen stuff, etc. But the main part of the park here, right by the entrance, I'm walking back from Toy Story Playland, just went past Crush It. And I presume that is, like I said at the start of the vlog, I presume that's where you enter in that building. Because they've rerouted it to the other side of it, so yeah, very sunny. If you stand right next to these walls, it's actually not that cold. Yeah, I'm going to make my way over to Disneyland Park. I've done everything I wanted to do. I was going to go and see Together at some point, but having seen the queues for the shows, I thought, oh, there's still stuff I want to do at the other park. Maybe another trip when I got more than 2 days, I could dedicate a day to more show stuff, more entertainment in that regard. Yeah, spent a few hours in this park, done mostly everything, done most of the Avengers stuff, Flight Force, not web stingers, but web adventure. I did Crush It Is, Tower of Terror, RC Race just done. Yeah, been really good. So over to Disneyland Park. I've only really got to do Star Tours, but I might do some re-rides on stuff. Luckily Star Tours are open today, reopened after refurbishment. So I look forward to see what their version's like. Every version I've done before has had basically the same story. It's more of the modern Star Wars. I can't remember which one, it might be Hollywood Studios that had their different variations when I last visited Florida, but let's see what this one's like. I'm hoping it did open because it said on the app it would be on the 1st of March. Sometimes there's delays, so we'll go and see, shall we? Here we are, back in Disneyland Park. Very simple process. Been able to transfer from one park to the other. I love getting all the tickets included in the hotel, so I don't think every ticket allows you to do that, but nice and seamless. Just hold your barcode to the scanner and you're in. And here we are on Main Street, USA. It's quite hard to get great pictures, loads of everyone right there. You don't want to get people's faces in, but sometimes you can't help it. But here we are. Sleeping Beauty Castle looks fantastic at the end there. I wish it was just a bit bigger. Here's me nitpicking again. There's something you can't really change though, is it? So we're going to make our way over to Discoveryland, over on the right side of the park. So down here to the Central Plaza, and then to the right, we're going to go past, Hyperion, Cafe Hyperion. Nearly forgot the name. And then Star Tours will be right down the end, it's right on the edge of the park. Yes, lovely vibe, isn't it? Lovely music. I couldn't use the hotel entrance this time because they obviously stop it after a certain time. They let you in about 5 minutes to 8:30, so 25 minutes past 8 normally in the morning. So I spent about 3 hours in Walt Disney Studios Park. That's all you really need, really, if you're just doing the major rides. If I had more time, like I said, I probably would do the rest of the park in more detail, more shows or more entertainment, but I've only got 2 days and I much prefer this park here, the Castle Park. You've got plenty of restaurants, they've got ice cream shops, etc. But me and picky food, I had to go to McDonald's in Disney Village. There's some exclusive things they got in McDonald's here. I know I'm in France, they're good with their food, but I can't help myself, very fussy. So I bought a Premier Access pass for Star Tours. I presumed it was going to be something like 10 to 15 euros, but it was actually only €5, which is just under £4.50. So I thought, why not? Any more expensive, I considered not getting a Premier Access, but it is on 50 minutes. So if it's near an hour, I kind of don't really want to wait that long, seeing as I've done other versions around the world. So yeah, I've got Premier Access. I'm hoping this is not too long. As long as it's no more than half the main queue time, then I'm alright with it. That was really good, that was Star Tours. I'm now in the shop just after the exit. Yeah, that Darth Vader is so cutter. What else do you have in there? Obviously, I do usual C-3PO, but I've just noticed this Darth Vader helmet. I'm so glad they got more Darth Vader, more of the original stuff in there. It's just so much better than you got. Even the Darth Vader boxes. Yeah, that was much better. I think it's the planet Hoth was on there as well in that story. I think in Planet Hoth, then you got like this planet, you go to this world where you got this big creature, you're going in and out of its tentacles. I'm not a die-hard Star Wars fan, I'm just a big fan in general, so there's a lot of good merch like these bottles. Oh look, there's a Darth Vader mutter, yeah. You got BB-8. There's not really any modern stuff in there, but I was so glad to see it, so correct, Darth Vader. And I think General Akbar, I think, was in there as well. I get really specific with merch. When I want something, it needs to be really specific. It can't just be really generic. It needs to really stand out. This is more the Mandalorian stuff. I've never actually watched any of that. There's a lot more stuff in here that you could probably check out, but I'd like for you all to check that out yourself instead of me showing you everything. Then I spoiled this surprise, wouldn't I? You got that Star Wars music in the background. It's so nice to hear some of the older stuff as well. I think I heard Imperial March as well as I got off, so yeah, you have Star Wars games down here. Yeah, there's plenty more to see, but yeah, I say Star Wars is very, very good, this one. It's probably my favourite. And you join me just as I'm leaving Disney Hotel Santa Fe. I was just having a few hours back at the hotel just to rest. Yes, I know it's only 2 days at the parks, but I got through a lot of attractions. I thought, why not? I don't need to wear myself out. I'll just walk back to the hotel, 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how quick you walk. And yeah, have something to eat as well while I'm at the room. Or in the room, sorry. There's Hotel Cheyenne. You can walk on the other side there. You could probably just about see a part off. There is a bridge back up by the building that I'm staying in right in front of you there. You probably can't see it, but yeah, there's one there. You can walk across that, I think, across that, along that path, or along this path, nearest to Santa Fe, and join that other path with this bridge up here. Not explaining it very well, but yeah, it doesn't take long to get back. I'm normally a quick walker, even at my slowest, so yeah, I do tend to pass a lot of people, even if they're far ahead, so can't help it really. But yeah, Disney Hotel Cheyenne over there looks pretty good. Yeah, and it's just nice to just walk with hardly anyone around. It's just nice and peaceful. Have a nice time at the back of the hotel, and I've still got a few rides to go actually at Disneyland. I'm going to have a look as I walk along. I'm just about to say It's a Smoke World. I've done that quite a few times. You've got Storyland Canal Boats. Done Casey Jr. Alice's Curious Labyrinth. I did call that Garden Labyrinth in the Disneyland vlog, or in Disneyland Park vlog. Quite funny. And Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's not a roller coaster, no, it's a dark ride. And Pinocchio's Daring Journey. These have all got French names on the app. I've got the translations off Wikipedia website. I don't know if it's the right translation, but it sounds about right. And then, yeah, I think that's it. And then you got the fireworks at the end. So, yeah, I didn't want to do the fireworks on the first day because I did get a slight headache, which was a problem. I didn't want to make it any worse. So, yeah, I'm walking across this bridge now. And the first day, I did continue walking along that path. There is another bridge that joins right at the top there, and you have to walk like 20 odd metres back towards me here, just to join the path next to the New York Hotel. It's a bit of a winding path down there, but it's alright. It doesn't take me too long. And Hotel Cheyenne down there. I'm not sure what the reception is for that one. And then down here is Disney Village. Either that side to the left or here. You've got all the other hotels up here as well. So yeah. Join me when I get back in Disneyland Park. I thought I might time it quite well, but no, the parade I think it's nearly finished. I'm not entirely sure, maybe it's not. I don't see the floats coming down Main Street, so I might have timed this a bit wrong. So you might get a bit more of the parade if you're lucky. I don't hear the music though. Normally you can hear the music a bit more prominently. Oh, wait a minute, I think I hear it now. Let's go this way. Yeah. Yeah, I see parades at the bottom of Main Street, right by Sleeping Beauty Castle. Yeah, I timed this a bit wrong, didn't I? So yeah, let's just hang around a bit and see what happens. But yeah, it's very busy here at Main Street, USA. I've actually come in through the Discovery Arcade way. I skipped across around all that crowd. And this is all home to 19th century creations, which is pretty interesting. I have walked through here before. I've just not bothered to film anything. Yeah, I don't really understand it, to be honest. 19th century creations, there's a lot to look at. You could probably do a whole video on this if you're into that sort of thing. I like history, don't get me wrong, but it's just more into the actual attractions themselves. Yeah, this is really good. They have got another one. I think it's the Liberty Arcade on the other side of Main Street. Yeah, this takes you all the way down the side of Main Street instead of fighting the crowds or going through shops. And you can enter some of the shops, or maybe all of them, down here through the arcade itself. I don't know why it's called an arcade, but it is what it is. I think you can get oh, there's a bank there, an ATM. Didn't realise that. But I think you get into the ice cream shop up down here. There's a jewellery cut up there. There's a lot going on. Big posters. But it does feel very old, but very 19th century. So yeah, really good. I might show you the other one as I leave the park. I'm not sure yet, but I need to get on some more rides before I leave. Just going for a quick ride on Autopia and just noticed they closed off the left side. That's the side they did on the first day here. So I don't know what they're doing. All the staff members were getting in the cars and just driving them down there. They're all stored on one side, which is pretty interesting. So luckily I get this side, I'm not done yet, so I wonder what the problem is. Do they shut a certain side at a certain time? I don't know. I didn't look at any signs for that, so yeah. Yeah, the staff are driving some up the side there now. Yeah, strange. Wonder what's going on. Yeah, interesting here at Autopia. I've skipped Pinocchio and Snow White and come over to Phantom Manor. I did have a ride on Pirates. You know, my thoughts on that. I'd actually done that more than have Phantom Manor, but yeah, 5 minutes for Phantom Manor is great. We've got about an hour and 45 minutes until the fireworks. Probably about an hour until I go and get a Spox. I know they're quite popular, these shows over here, so Phantom Manor is really good. Really enjoyed this. I've got multiple re-rides on some of the major rides. It's one of the best times of year to come, this is. End of February, right to the start of March. I can imagine it getting more busy as the month progresses though, so you do get some longer waits. I think Peter Pan's been the longest wait. I mean, Hyperspace Mountain's around 35 minutes the whole time I've been here, even on the Saturday like it is today. So yeah, Peter Pan's flight's the busiest, and it's one of the weakest in my opinion, so maybe people really love Peter Pan, but I was waiting in some of that earlier on in the week, and I think that's the longest I've waited for this, about 25-30 minutes. I think that's the longest I've waited for anything. Maybe Peter Pan was 40 minutes, my bad. But it's nice seeing the rides at night, while the outside of the rides at night, seeing as most of them are indoors. I'm not going to complain when there's a 5-minute wait though. It's not exactly pitch black yet, but it's nearly. I just wish, I've always complained about cameras where it doesn't show the full darkness. On your screen you can see more of the orange glow or the red glow in the distance. And you got Big Thunder there, which is a shame I'm not trying, but maybe next year when Frozen comes along. So yeah, let's get on board Phantom Manor. I'm not going to show any on ride because you've already seen it, but it'll probably be a bit more dark when we get out. So yeah, see you in a bit. Yeah, that's such a fantastic attraction. And look at the night, look at the lights. And of course they're flickering. Yeah, they got some lights on over at Big Thunder Mountain. There's some lights around the other side that you can't quite see. You have to be close to Adventureland to see those, but see the lights up there? They must be working at the moment. Either that or they're leaving them on overnight. So I wasn't actually here until it was dark yesterday, so I didn't know. There's some more lights down there. They do have their own version of the Mark Twain Riverboat, I think. But yeah, it's not operating at the moment. It's another ride down for refurbishment. At least I think it's refurbishment. You can probably hear in the background those noises. Yeah, very spooky. I love it. As soon as I came out of the exit to my right there, I made a really loud noise. It was so spooky. So cool. Yep. Kind of just dragging it out a little bit now until Tales of Magic. Looking forward to that on another nighttime spectacular to see. I've heard mixed things about it, but you always got to see it for yourself, haven't you, really, to be honest. And you could just, oh, nearly tripped over again. There's some more lights there, the other side of the main tower for Big Thunder. I'm eager to try that one, especially if it's going underwater. What's that blue light over there? What is that blue light? It's going to take numerous visits to get used to everything here. Numerous visits. This area is just so... It just needs more, doesn't it? Even if Big Thunder was open today, it's only really got Big Thunder and Phantom Mountain. I don't really think Thunder Mountain fits in this area. Frontierland. Because it classes it as Frontierland on the app. It's not its own little special area like you get with some rides. So yeah. Phantom Mountain is such a fantastic area. I do wish it was the tunnel though. The manor is... Oh. Wow. Walking out of Frontierland. Look at that lighting. I could just see a sneak peek of Cinderella Castle in the background. Ah, it's such a shame. It's so much better in real life. It's much darker in the middle of those trees right there. Yeah. You're not always going to get the full experience on camera, are you? That's why you come to these parks. Experience them for yourself. Can't get words out again. I can see Orbitron down there. I've not tried that yet. I've been meaning to do that, but it has had quite a long queue. Oh, look at the lighting. I love the pink lighting. It just works, doesn't it? Normally you think that's quite outlandish, it's quite in your face, but it just works. Especially with a pink castle. It's got a bluey purple hue at the bottom. Well, more than a hue, really. Yeah, I'm not actually going to watch the fireworks from the Central Plaza. I'm actually going to watch it on Main Street. I've been meaning to do that at Magic Kingdom, which I haven't done yet. I always wait in the Central Plaza here. You got all of this. Normally, if I was at Magic Kingdom, I'd wait right back here. Right to the top where Casey's is. But this time I'm going to maybe go halfway down Main Street here. And get some of the protections on the buildings. I think they've blocked it off at the moment. Yeah, they blocked it off. Oh, well, letting people go under the castle, but they've blocked the left and right sides of it. I think they might be the reserve spots for the fireworks. I always think it's too close anyway, so yeah. Let's walk around the back of the Central Plaza, shall we? I think we can go for the middle. Now we can see all of Main Street lit up in the distance there. I much prefer a Main Street, typical one. And I'm not really a massive fan of the World Bazaar you get at Tokyo Disneyland. But it's alright, it's nice to see something unique. That's just a big covering, isn't it, over there, a version of Main Street. But look at that. You'll get a closer look at the Disneyland Hotel, but if you could just spot in the distance, all those lights, it's so central, isn't it? Absolutely love it. This is a great looking Central Plaza, and it just works, doesn't it? I wish they had a statue though. Some sort of statue, it doesn't have to be too big, but look at that, beautiful. I might have said Cinderella Castle by accident, it's actually Sleeping Beauty. There we go, beautiful. Here we are on Discoveryland at night. You just saw that quick clip of the entrance area. It's such great lighting around there. There's Laser Blast over there, Buzz Lightyear. You got Autopia around there. I was here earlier for that quick ride, remember? But yeah, I probably won't have another go on there unless it's a walk on. It would be nice to have a night ride on there, but I was having issues with my car. I think it kept turning off and going to electric. Some sort of sensor, I think, on that ride. Laser Blast still on 30 minutes. That's another one of the popular rides. That and Peter Pan. And you got Orbitron here. I could have a quick go on there, but it all depends on the queues, really. If you don't see me on board, then you know why. Yeah, look at the lighting at Autopia. It looks fantastic. Yeah, Orbitron looks fantastic too. Look at that. I love a park and it just elevates it, doesn't it? It really, truly elevates it into a proper theme park. It was already fantastic in the day, but lighting makes such a difference, doesn't it? I do wish there was a bit more on Hyperspace Mountain. They have got those lights moving over, and you have got the nice sign. Yeah, it's got quite a large queue on Autopia, so I'm not going to bother. About 20 minutes. And I think they closed the Singer Rider on Hyperspace Mountain. But yeah, Cafe Hyperion looking lovely. Probably not just go on any ride. Just got to absorb the atmosphere. Have a look round. I do that a lot really at theme parks. I had to end it. Really wanted to see Tales of Magic, but yeah, my skin's really playing it. I've got 50 minutes to go until the show, and I thought, really, it's really cold as well. Wind chill on my face. I'm kind of walking around like my legs is settled up because they're healing underneath my knees. That I got really bad skin at the moment. It's quite hard to cope. If it was all cleared up, I wasn't feeling so bad. Well, not bad, necessarily bad, but I can't really drag it out until 9. Maybe I should have just stayed in the room until much later, right until the time, but I really wanted to get on a few more rides, a few re-rides, and do other things. But yeah, I really can't cope at the moment, so I've ended it there. I've had a great 2 days at the parks, mainly at Disneyland Park. It's absolutely fantastic. You can see the Disneyland Hotel behind me. Absolutely amazing. I'd love to stay there one day. Walt Disney Studios, it was alright, it was solid, but there's a lot of construction going on. You got Frozen coming in, also got Lion King that flew by, but I've no idea when that's going to open. But yeah, that's going to be Disney Adventure World probably the next time I visit there because of Frozen. So yeah, that's probably a maximum 1 day park at the moment. Maybe get a day and a half out of it once the new stuff opens, but we don't really know what's included at the moment, do we? So yeah, it's mainly about Disneyland Park for me. So I spent about a day and a half at Disneyland Park and about half day, not even that, maybe about 3 or 4 hours there at Walt Disney Studios. Yeah, I had a great 2 days and I'm ridden some awesome rides. So yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.